Good morning, guys, and welcome back to another video with Nona's Diaries, and I am Nona. And today I kind of want to go over a do-it-yourself, a DIY that I had come up with that I actually am very pleased with, and I thought I should do a video because this may actually be helpful for some of you depending on the type of setup that you have for like doing your crafting, your diamond art, things like that. So I want to kind of go over it with you, kind of show you the different things that I have come across and how I came about this. So stick around. Okay, so I got into diamond art, as some of you know that has been following me, back in December of 2023. My family, my daughter, and that had kind of introduced me to it, to diamond painting, and I have just loved it ever since. So I ended up buying some diamond painting kits, got into like the light boards, things like that, and all the accessories. The light boards to me made a big difference because it made it so much easier on some of the patterns that I'd worked on to be able to see the codes and that to be able to place the beads, because some of them, as you know, those of you that have done diamond art or have started doing diamond art, some of the little codes on there are kind of small and hard to see depending on the color and that the creator uses. So I got into getting me light boards, and the first light board that I bought on Amazon. That is this one. So this one here was my first diamond art board that I had bought. It wasn't too bad. It did the job. The only thing I didn't like about it was having to keep it plugged in all the time. And then, of course, the power button, I was bumping it all the time. It was going high, low, off. So I kind of set this one aside because I was having a few issues with it that I wasn't very pleased with. And then I upgraded to this one. This one is a rechargeable one. It's a little bit bigger than the other one. I was able to, you can recharge it and kind of take it with you traveling in the car and that, and don't have to worry about having it or keeping it plugged in. And it worked pretty good. I mean, I have to say, out of the two that I had bought, this one was the more of my favorite one because I never had any issues of it shutting off except for when it needed to be recharged and that. So between the two of them, they were okay. The one that had to be plugged in all the time, I just kind of got a little frustrated with because the power button was so touchy. I even actually bought the covers for the power button, and it kept blinking. It kept going on and off. It was like the connection was just a little, there was something loose in there, it seemed like, so I wasn't quite sure. It still works, and I do use it occasionally, but the rechargeable one, that one was a lot better. It did flicker every now and then when the battery would get low, but of course I just pop it back on the charger and let it charge, and it was pretty decent. This was back when I had started diamond painting and doing kind of like the smaller ones, so it worked fairly well. And then I started doing a lot bigger ones, up to like 60 inches and that. And these just weren't cutting it for me. I was constantly having to roll them, clip them, turn them up backwards, sideways, everything I could just to try to get them on the light board enough to be able to see what I was working on. So I kind of started looking around at the bigger light boards, and I believe an A1, which went up to about 25 to 28 inches, is the biggest one I was able to find. And to me, it was a little expensive for my pocketbook to spend $150, $200 on a light board that big. So I came across something, and I'm very excited about what I created. It's not perfect, but it works well for me. So I want to be able to share that with you guys. Okay, before we get into showing you what I had created, I kind of want to put a little information out there. Those of you that do diamond art and do the larger paintings, such as I do, you know, you're looking at anywhere it's between 30, 40 inches up to, I think the biggest one I've done so far was like 57 inches. And the light boards just weren't working for me. So what I did is I kind of started researching, and I went on like Craigslist, I went on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and in the area that I live, I had found the desk. I'll show you this here. So I went on Facebook Marketplace and I had found this, I guess it's like a drafting table. Pretty nice. It was used, and I had found this on Facebook Marketplace for $40. The guy that I had bought it from informed me that it was a computer desk for him, but it wasn't working out, so he sold it to me and bought another desk. And I thought, wow, $40 for this desk, not too bad. This glass here actually lifts up, so this will go kind of like at an angle. I would show you, but if I do, I'm going to end up dropping a lot of my stuff off of here. So what I did is, in this table, there's a latch here. This is the area that lifts it up at an angle if you want it lifted up and goes back down. So I went on Amazon and I found these lights. They're LED strip lights. I wanted to be able to put like a piece of wood in there. The only thing is it was kind of hard to maneuver it around that latch because I still want to be able to angle it when I want or put it down. So instead of using a piece of wood, I ended up getting a thick piece of cardboard. I traced it around the latches and everything and made it to where I can just lay it across. I can take it out if I want and go from there. Then I went on Amazon and I found these LED light strips that have kind of a stickiness on the back. So I found these, and they come in a roll, and they're LED strip lights. Usually people put them like around the walls in their room, living room, their house, stuff like that. So I thought, wow, I can actually take this, put it on this cardboard or piece of wood, whatever I was going to come up with, and slide it underneath the glass and see what it creates as far as a light. So, sorry about the glare on the glass there, I just kind of wanted to show you guys. So yeah, they're kind of uneven, things like that. This was actually my first try. I'll eventually end up probably redoing it, getting another strip and filling in all the empty spaces. So when I kick on the lights there, as you see, it lights the whole table, pretty much most of it. There's only a little area towards the back there that don't have any lights yet. I'm still trying to figure out how or if I even want lights back there, but pretty darn bright here. It does have a dimmer. It comes with a remote where you can dim the lights down where they're not as bright to your satisfaction. So now I can actually take my bigger diamond paintings and I can actually unroll them all the way across my desk. Sorry, this one's kind of still being tacked down to get kind of the wrinkles out and that. But as you guys can see, it's pretty bright. Let me turn this lamp off here. So even in the dark, it's pretty darn bright under there. I can still see the coatings pretty well. And I have such a big area of lighting on my pattern to be able to work more on just a little area when I'm using the other two diamond art pads. So that's kind of how I did my do-it-yourself and made my own light board with the LED lights and that. Now, altogether, the desk was $40 that I had bought, and they're always on Facebook Marketplace, all over the place. I have found several on Facebook Marketplace for, I think the highest I've seen was like $50. This one is one of the top. It does come with two little side trays that hold like paintbrushes, pencils, your diamond art pens, things like that. It's got little pockets. I'll kind of show you. So on both sides of this table, there is these little pocket things. You can put like your soda here if you want. There is like an area for your pens, things like that. You can put like your little loose pads or whatever in the little packet. And they're on both sides of the table. So yeah, I had bought this for $40, and then the strip lights, I got, I think it was 50 foot so far of the strip lights, and it cost me like $19.50, something like that. I can also put that link in the description below. So for a total of about $50, $60 altogether, I created an extremely large light board. Some of you may think it's great. This is a great idea. You have definitely a lot of light here, and I probably will be adding another strip on to kind of fill in the spaces, because first time I work with these lights, so it was kind of hard for me at first to kind of line them up just the way I wanted to, but it works amazing for me. I love it. I have enough lighting to cover my diamond art area, and I can actually have other things sitting here, like at night if I want to work on it and I don't want to keep anybody else in the house up, I can turn all the lights off and just have my light pad on and be able just to sit here and work in the dark and still be able to see my pattern. So I wanted to go ahead and share that with you guys. I will put all the information in the description below as to the information on the desk, where you can find them, the light strips, stuff like that, and you can take it from there. Hope it is something that may work out for you. If you already do have one of these desks, it's a definitely easy process. Just a piece of cardboard, something that you can slide in there, line up those lights the way they work for you, and you're good to go. So y'all, thank you so much for stopping by today. I really appreciate each and every one of your support on our channel, and we will catch you on the next one.